Kids reacting to life sentences. The world of juvenile involvement in crime. With our eye-opening video, we explore the complexities of kids in the criminal justice system, their stories, and the factors contributing to their actions. As children explore the concept of life sentences, offering fresh and unfiltered perspectives on a complex topic, their reactions are both eye-opening and heartwarming, highlighting the importance of fostering understanding and empathy in the younger generation. Join us in a candid and thought-provoking journey as children share their unscripted reactions to the concept of life sentences. Through their innocent eyes, we gain unique insights into complex subjects, reminding us of the power of empathy, compassion, and the potential for a more compassionate future. Moi Nehemiah Griego.
I am sorry for taking our parents and our sins. I wish I can take it back, but reality is that we can't.
The Nehemiah Griego case is a tragic and haunting story of a young boy who committed a heinous crime, shattering the lives of his family and sending shockwaves through his community. This case, which unfolded in January 2013 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of domestic violence, untreated mental health issues, and the importance of early intervention. Nehemiah Griego was born in 1998 into a deeply troubled family. His upbringing was marred by a volatile home environment marked by domestic violence, substance abuse, and strained relationships. His parents, Stephen and Sarah Griego, were reportedly involved in a turbulent marriage, and this environment was not conducive to the healthy development of Nehemiah and his younger siblings. In the early hours of January 19th, 2013, 15-year-old Nehemiah Griego committed a horrific act that would change his life and the lives of his family forever. He shot and killed his mother, father, and 3 younger siblings, aged 2, 5, and 9, with a .22 caliber rifle. Following the murders, he told a church security guard about the killings and revealed his intention to continue the violence at a local Walmart. The security guard contacted the authorities, leading to Nehemiah's arrest. Nehemiah Griego was charged as a juvenile offender due to his age at the time of the crime. He initially faced multiple counts of murder and other charges. In July 2016, he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder, as well as 3 counts of child abuse resulting in death. As a part of his plea deal, he received a sentence that could keep him in custody until he turns 21, and he was ordered to receive therapy and rehabilitation services. Philip Chisholm's. The name Philip Chisholm is etched into the annals of criminal history for his involvement in a heinous crime that shocked a community and the nation at large. In 2013, Chisholm, a teenager at the time, committed a brutal murder that left a community in disbelief and earned him a life sentence. This essay explores the details of Philip Chisholm's crime and its enduring impact. Philip Chisholm was a high school student at Danvers High School in Massachusetts. In October 2013, he was thrust into the national spotlight for the murder of his math teacher, Colleen Ritzer. The case became an infamous example of a student-teacher tragedy, leaving many questioning how such a heinous crime could occur within the walls of a school. On October 22, 2013, Chisholm followed his teacher, Colleen Ritzer, into a school bathroom where he brutally murdered her. He then disposed of her body in a wooded area near the school. The crime was shocking due to its level of violence and the fact that it occurred within a school environment. Chisholm was quickly apprehended and charged with the murder. In February 2016, Philip Chisholm was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the first-degree murder charge. This means that he will spend the rest of his life behind bars, serving a life sentence in one of Massachusetts' correctional facilities. Matthew Borges. The case of Matthew Borges is one that sent shockwaves through the community of Lawrence, Massachusetts, and garnered national attention due to its heinous nature. In 2016, a teenager's life was brutally taken, and the perpetrator was none other than a fellow student, Matthew Borges. This essay explores the crime committed by Matthew Borges, who was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In November 2016, Matthew Borges was involved in a gruesome crime that ultimately led to his conviction. His victim was Lee Manuel Viloria Paulino, also a teenager, and the nature of the crime sent shock and disbelief throughout the community. Lee Manuel Viloria Paulino was not just murdered, he was decapitated, and his body was discovered near the Merrimack River. The motive behind the crime remains unclear. However, the brutality of the act itself and the age of both the victim and the perpetrator sent shockwaves through the community and raised questions about what could lead a young person to commit such a heinous act. After a thorough investigation, Matthew Bourget was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. During his trial, the prosecution presented evidence that pointed to premeditation and extreme cruelty. Ultimately, in 2018, Bourget was found guilty of first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Tyler Hadley. The case of Tyler Hadley is one that shook the nation and underscored the chilling capacity for violence that can lurk within the seemingly ordinary. In July 2011, this teenager from Port St. Lucie, Florida, committed a heinous and shocking crime that left a community in disbelief. This essay delves into the details of the crime, the events leading up to it, and the legal aftermath. Tyler Hadley, at the tender age of 17, brutally murdered his parents, Blake and Mary Jo Hadley, in their family home. He used a hammer to bludgeon them to death, and their lifeless bodies were left in a bedroom. What makes this crime even more disturbing is that Tyler Hadley didn't stop there. After committing these gruesome acts, he decided to throw a house party at his parents' home while their bodies remained in the house. During the party, Hadley confessed to the murders to some of his friends, revealing the grim secret he thought he could keep hidden. In the legal proceedings that followed, Tyler Hadley initially faced charges of 2 counts of first-degree murder. It was a case that drew immense media attention, given the shocking nature of the crime and Hadley's age at the time. Despite his youth, the evidence against him was substantial, and the prosecution argued that the murders were premeditated. In February 2014, Tyler Hadley entered a plea of no contest to the charges. He was subsequently sentenced 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. This meant that he would spend the rest of his life behind bars, serving time for the brutal murders of his parents. Aiden Fucci. The Aiden Fucci case centers around a tragic and disturbing event that unfolded in May 2021, St. Johns County, Florida. Aiden Fucci, a teenager at the time, was charged in connection with the murder of Tristan Bailey, another teenager whose body was discovered in a wooded area. The nature of the crime and the age of those involved garnered significant public attention. Tristan Bailey's life was cut short in a horrifying manner. She was found deceased as a result of a stabbing. This tragic event sent shockwaves through the community, and law enforcement authorities immediately launched an investigation to bring the perpetrator to justice. Aiden Fucci, the prime suspect, was arrested shortly after the discovery of Tristan Bailey's body. Initially, Aiden Fucci was charged with second-degree murder. However, as the investigation progressed, the charges were later upgraded to first-degree murder. This shift in the legal classification indicated the seriousness of the crime and the potential consequences for the accused. The Aiden Fucci case is still evolving, and as of my last knowledge update in September 2021, legal proceedings were ongoing. There may have been further developments in the case since that time. The outcome of the trial and the implications for both the accused and the victim's family are yet to be determined. In witnessing these children's reactions to life sentences, we've seen innocence meet the complexities of the world. It reminds us of the importance of nurturing empathy and understanding in our youth. We hope this video has sparked a dialogue in your own life and encouraged you to think about the ways we can help guide the next generation toward a more compassionate and just future. Thank you for joining us on this eye-opening journey, and let's continue to learn and grow together